I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I am in my foyer and I am about to do this, the inset of the niche behind me that I mentioned in a previous video that people said that they liked the way I did my paint edges, and I still don't get that, but I just painted into the niche because I knew I was going to be covering it with wallpaper, so there was no sense in, making a clean line. For some reason some people like that, but it's getting covered today. So and since it is in a niche, I figured the easiest way is to make a template of the basically of the niche and cut out my wall covering. So so I'm not trying to put it up and then, cut it correctly. So I think the easiest thing will be to cut it to fit and make sure that it fits, and then put my adhesive on and stick it on. So I'm going to do that. And I don't really have anything that's great to make my pattern, basically my template. So I have vellum paper, which the reason I want to use it is because it's basically a big roll. So I can just roll it out and kind of tape it on the wall, and then just make my pattern that I will cut my wall covering out. So typically you probably want something that's a bit thicker than this paper, but I don't really have anything right now. This is what I have, and I pretty much just use what I have around that will do the job. So I'm going to get started taping it up and making my pattern. So hopefully, I've never hung wallpaper before, so hopefully this will go okay. So I figured it's just a little area, so I should be okay. So let's get to it. So I just cut a piece of vellum that would fit, and then just kind of laid it out and taped it down. And for some reason this left side took much longer than the right side to do. I don't know if it was just getting used to working with it, but in trying to get it straight. But yeah, once I got this side taped up, then I did the right side and went much quicker. And yeah, I just had to line up the sides, and then once everything was taped down, I just took a pencil to the crease to make my pattern. And once I was done doing that, then I just brought it down and started cutting it out on the floor, since it was my one big flat surface to work on. So, yep. Oh, and I made sure to write front on the side that is the front. So I'm sure that my niche is probably not 100% symmetrical, so I didn't want to accidentally transfer my template onto my wall covering the wrong way and then it not fit correctly. So, so yeah, just cutting around on my pencil marks. Yeah, and this is pretty easy to do. I mean, the vellum worked, it worked pretty well. It was really easy to cut out and move around. Something a little bit thicker probably would have been a little bit easier though. So then after that, I just laid down my wall covering face down and my template face down on top of it, and just started cutting out the wall covering with my razor and ruler. And pretty much when I got to the arch, I kind of just cut off the excess, and then I used really sharp scissors to actually cut the arch out, because I wasn't going to try to make, a good clean line with my razor. It's much easier to do when you have a ruler going on the straight edges. So I just made sure I went very, very slowly to follow the exact line, and yeah, and then I made sure that it fit in the niche. So, and I did leave a little bit at the bottom, just, I don't know, I was a little scared, so just in case, so I did leave a little bit at the end, so at the bottom, so then I cut that at the very end once it was already hung. But yep, I'm just putting on my adhesive, which was for this wall covering, called for like heavy duty commercial adhesive. So I put on 2 coats of that. The first one just pretty much seeped into the backing, and then the second roll coat. And then I just put it in the niche and I just kind of patted it down, and then after it's kind of all in, then I took my ruler with the vellum and just went over it to kind of push it down. It is textured, so I didn't want to just do the ruler. I didn't want to scratch it up. So that worked really well. It gave it kind of like a smoother surface to put on. So that's pretty much it. And before everybody freaks out, it's not done. You know, I will hang something in there. I don't know what yet. So once I do, it won't seem as crazy and as much as it is right now. So that will come later. So, but that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Bye. I was going to do something to them to just, I don't know, dress them up a little bit. And that is what I am doing today.